Hi, my name is Ashley Gair. I am going to be telling you today how to use the SLA strategy, or the Structured Listening Activity strategy. This strategy can be used during or after reading because it is simply testing their comprehension on what has been read. I'm going to be focusing on kindergarten math today, and I'm going to be reading the book called Count Alaska's Colors by Shelley Gill. And this is actually a book that doesn't really have a storyline, so I put a twist on the felt project, and instead of having them tell the story, I'm going to just have them kind of act out what's on each page to show that they understand what is being told. So in order to use this activity, you're going to need to make felt visuals of each main character or prop. In this case, I just made felt visuals of the characters in the book. Then you need to introduce key concepts of the story. This could be anything such as using the golden rule, being polite, the key concepts. Then you're going to read the story once with the visuals, showing them how to do it, and once without, to really focus on their attention to the different events. You're going to afterwards you can ask the students to retell the story with their somebody wanted but so chart, but you don't have to. And then you can also have the students take turns retelling the story with the felt board. So I'm going to show you how I would use this in a classroom. When I have small groups that I'm reading, having them read to me, I would have this in a center to have just a pair or three that take turns reading and acting out what's being read. Or you could have enough felt boards and cutouts for the whole class to be in pairs, and put them in pairs and give them different books and felt cutouts and let them do it based on whichever book they're reading. So I'm going to show you how this would be used. I would introduce it to the class. So, good morning class. Today we're going to try a structured listening activity. This just means that I'm going to see and make sure that you're listening and make sure that you know what is being read to you so that I know what we need to work on. So this book that we're going to read today is called Count Alaska's Colors, and I'm going to read a page and then I'm going to show you how to act it out on the board. When you're doing this with your partner though, you're going to read the page while your partner acts it out on the board, and then y'all will switch places. So then you would act it out on the board while your partner reads. So Count Alaska's Colors. With colors and numbers, the animals play, learning to count the Alaska way. One mama black bear, dozing in the dew. So then I'll take my number 1 and my mama black bear. She rolls over, and then there are 2. See number 2? Peekaboo. So I don't have another black bear cut out, so I'm just going to add my square so I can see what we added. So we have 1 plus 1 equals 2, and the book actually shows us that. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So then I'm going to take this off. And when you're doing this, now you'll switch places with your partner, and your partner will read the next page. 2 brown beavers nibbling near a tree. So I'm going to put my number 2 and my 2 brown beavers. Look behind the rock. Now there are 3. So I will add my 1. 1, 2 plus 1 equals 3. So now it's my partner's turn again. And for this one, just so that you can see, I'm going to switch the color of the board. 3 white polar bears rock and roll and roar. One, 2, 3. Dancing in the dark are the cool Fab 4. See number 4 up here? And then we have 3 plus 1 equals 4. So I'll add my fourth piece, and we have 3 plus 1 equals 4. Four cinnamon cocks. He's a beehive. 4, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch! It stung me, yelps fox number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 equals 5. It's the last page I'm going to do for this demonstration. 5 rainbow trout performing fishy tricks. 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaping up a river fall. Oops, there are 6. Oh. So I'll add my 1, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 equals 6. And then I book to ensure that my students are understanding what is being taught. And this book also goes all the way up to 12, and then it starts subtracting. So we have 12 yellow warblers spiral in the sky, 1 sloops low, 11 stay high. So then they would subtract, and I find that this book is very good for adding and subtracting for kindergarten age level, and it's a great activity because the students can be hands-on with it and they can still understand what's being taught. So maybe if their partner doesn't understand what they just read, then they can say, hey, this is what you just read. There's 5 fish, but then there's 1 that's in there in the water, so that makes 6, because 5 plus 1 equals 6. So they can help each other out. I really hope that this demonstration helps you understand how to use this in your future classroom, and I hope you enjoyed the book.